morning. Here I am. Good morning, warriors. Today is Thursday. We are having Throwback Thursday. And what that's really throwing back to is how far can we go back in our lives to reach where we started from, like where we remember it. Um, I know that I have some early memories. Let's go way down. I have some early memories of sneaking down the hall and peeking around a chair to watch Star Trek on the TV. My bedtime was 8 o'clock, and that's the time that it came on. So I wanted to watch it. I can't believe I watched Star Trek when I was so little. But throwing back to those days where to remember funny things that we did, funny ways that we thought or behaved. It kind of lets you revisit the person that you started as. So, that's, I think that that's very important because you can then pull from back then going forward, like we talked about Trip and Tuesday. And I really think that you can learn a lot. Um, One of the things that I remember also was having anxiety as a kid, just laying in bed at night, afraid to go to sleep. I had so much anxiety. So I know that that anxiety has followed me into adulthood. And there are some, switch things around over here. There are some skills that you can apply, coping skills that you can apply, and to battle these things that happen. There are a lot of things in life that you can't control, almost everything that you can't control. One thing that you can know is things are going to change. And one of the things that you have to remember about anxiety is it's going to give you the worst case scenario of something that's going to happen. It's going to put this feeling in your head that doom and gloom is like, oh, something really bad is getting ready to happen. Where can I take cover? And you start to panic. There's the underlying panic. I can't tell you. I mean, I live with underlying panic underneath for like, I've lived with it for years now. It used to just be a little bit at a time, and now it's just years. And my head, there we go. But having that underlying anxiety and panic, there are things you have to remember about yourself. Number one, you are valuable. You're valuable, and you're allowed to be right there where you are. Because I know for me, a lot of times I feel like, oh, I can't be here. This is not my place. I shouldn't be here. Yes, you're allowed to be wherever you are. Okay. And number two, you can only do what you can do. So if you have anxiety about going to do something with someone, for someone, um, anything, even if it's by yourself, and you fear that, oh gosh, I'm not going to be able to do this. I have to do this perfect. Well, first of all, ask yourself, why do you think you have to do it perfect? Because that in itself is a controlling mechanism to wanting to do everything perfect. But if you are wanting to do more than you can do because you want to impress someone, no, you don't need to do that either. You can only do what you can do, not what you can do according to anybody else. If they don't like it, you can say, "Well, I'm trying to fix myself, or not. I'm trying to fix myself. I'm improving myself every day, and I can't stand that kind of, I can't allow for that negativity from you to be in my life. So I have to go. Whatever. It's your life. The only thing that you have to promise that you'll do is not hurt others, not hurt yourself. And we hurt others and we hurt ourselves with money, with power, with greed, with envy, all those seven deadly sins, those seven little whoppers, okay? And go by the Ten Commandments. Don't kill. Don't covet. Don't lie. Don't have, more than one God. Don't worship more than one God. This is not a religion thing. For me, those are just the things, the Ten Commandments. I used to have a charm bracelet that I had when I was a little girl that had little squares, little silver squares, and each one had, in a nutshell, what the Ten Commandments were on it. So I just always took that to heart, and the Ten Commandments. That's perfect. There's 10 rules to follow, for God and for life. It's laid out for you right there. You want a list of tasks to do? There it is. You know, we control things. We try to control things because we can't control the rest of the things. We try to control things that we feel like we can control because we can't control the rest of things going on around us. So not being able to control things makes our stress go up, can't sleep. There are some life stressors that are just, big time, that when they get out of whack, you can really be out of whack. Like you've got, you know, I think the top five are getting married, getting divorced, having a baby. Um, Getting married and divorced is one thing. Having a baby is the second thing. The death of a close family member, that's the third thing. Fourth one is losing a job. And I think the fifth one is maybe getting married and getting divorced or separated out. Anyways, that's five. And if you are going through one of those events, whether it's planned, whether it's not, whether it's a good thing, whether it's a bad thing, you need to need to remember to allow yourself some time in there. Remember that you are perfect the way you are, that you go on a different, roller coaster than everybody else goes on. Your roller coaster called life may have all these downhills and uphills and turns and whatever, and other people's might be straight. You cannot keep up with that. You can't keep track of what other people are doing. So if you've got this stuff and you've managed to, plan some of this stuff in your life, and it's good things that you're looking forward to, then when those things happen, you need to have allowances built into your plans so that you can recover, process, get a good feel about it, make sure that everything is going good and you're not going along too fast and getting panicked with the flight or fright, fight or flight, not fright, fight or flight mode. My dog is going crazy because my mom went upstairs. Anyway, so anxiety is, when you understand it, it doesn't make it go away. I have general anxiety. I have an appointment at 2 o'clock today, right down the street, like, I don't know, 5 minutes away. It's to go to, it's an evaluation for physical therapy, for aqua therapy, for in the pool. And this is not the same place that I've gone to before. So I have, I don't know what it looks like. It's just at a physical therapist office at first for today. And it's at 2 o'clock, and I've got anxiety because I don't want to leave the house because my anxiety turns into agoraphobia. Um, Sometimes I don't want to leave my room because my anxiety is so bad. I never used to be this way. I have grown into it, and I've had to learn things, try and learn things as I go to kind of help me cope with it. But you can't control it. It's just like a runaway train. You just have to get out of the way. And so panic attacks are a little bit different. Panic attacks are when you just feel like everything. I couldn't understand the difference between the two before I actually started having panic attacks. Panic attacks are when you've got the anxiety and it's out here. You can see it, you can feel it, you coming closer to you. This is how I do it. But when a panic attack happens, boom, 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 everything just starts hitting you. Anxiety after anxiety after anxiety, and you can't do anything but just you just want to scream, and you panic, and you want to get under the covers, or curl into a ball. That's a visceral reaction. So understanding what your specific anxieties are, because my mouth is too dry. Understanding what your anxieties are specific to you. And you don't have to go to a therapist for this. You don't have to dig way down deep inside and uncover all kinds of trauma. You're a grown ass woman. If you've got trauma, let it go. If you are listening to me, you want to let it go. Let it go. You're a grown woman. You're in command of this shit. There ain't nobody else that you gotta listen to. You're a grown ass adult. Last time I checked, we all changed our clothes and, knelt down to pray the same way all the time. So you don't need a therapist to do that. You can just, the problems that are popping up in your life that are stopping you. If you don't know what they are, do what I suggested the other day, which was get in your car, go to an empty Target parking lot. Don't park up by the store, park out where it's kind of empty during the day. It's usually a lot empty, or about half full, the parking lots are. But go sit in a parking lot, put the windows down if you want, have a drink there with you and have a paper and pen, and just sit there and just watch the sky and the birds and let your mind wander, okay? Let your mind just think about things, and if you come across something that you don't really want to think about it, think about it. Like if you say, oh, there's that thing with mom, I really don't want to. Let me go on to something else. In your head, to know, okay, why don't I want to do that thing with mom? What's stopping me? What am I feeling? What am I thinking? You will find that the two are vastly different, okay? Can be vastly different. They vary a lot from each other. Your head and your heart, very different. Your emotions, very different. So if you can identify all of these things, say you determine that you really want something, but you feel like you don't deserve to have it. Well, really quickly here, why don't you feel like you deserve to have it? Because number one, you are a grown adult and you are like everybody else in your own unique, beautiful way. And number two, who's to say you don't deserve it? Don't give anybody that control. Don't let anybody tell you what you should do, shouldn't do, need, don't need, do want, should want, how to be, how to behave. Don't let anybody tell you that crap. You're a grown ass adult and you can decide for yourself. I'm done being on my soapbox. My sister calls it being on my soapbox. But sorry, I don't mean to be touching the computer. It's making noise on it. Yeah, sorry, my soapbox it gets a little high sometimes, and because I really just get fired up about this stuff. Because even me, I know all this stuff that I'm saying to you, but I still have anxiety. I still have the stress. If I meditate, I'm a lot better during the day than if I don't meditate. So you try meditating. I'm going to make a meditation, the one that I do, and I will make it and put it up online for you guys. But that's it. That's all. I did do some work yesterday on lay down. Spice, lay down. Just a minute, Spicy. Oh, I guess I put it in the chat. That's why. Anyway, I got a new. Spice, sit down. Sit down. Sit. Sit. Spice. Spice, stop it. Gosh. Sorry. Um, it is the new. I fixed the link for the book club. Oh, bugger me. Second. Second. So, what do y'all got planned for the weekend? I swear, as soon as Wednesday goes past, I am like, bring me the weekend. I'm ready for it. All right. So, I have a couple of links here. One first. Let's lay your butt down. Oh, quit it. Munchkin's gonna smack you. Sit down. She's smacking you, isn't she? Isn't she? But that's what happens when you try and take her space. Munchkin, stop. Well, sit down. I'm so sorry, y'all. Um, can't predict animals. Oh, spicy, spicy, spicy. All right, here is. Here you are. Oh my goodness. Here's the link to sign up for our mailing address, for our email address, rather. Sorry. Sign up for our email. Our email. I get it right. And then the next one is. Oh, I remember what it is. I was thinking that I had forgotten all of these, but because when you're on here, you know. Okay. And then one last thing is to really bring on some music to play when I'm trying to do this stuff because I seem very inept at doing it. Hold on a second. I'm just going to put something else in the chat, but I can go ahead and let y'all go. I will be back tomorrow. Let me take that off. heck is going on? Okay, so sorry. Total fail at the end of the video. I'm sorry. I apologize. But I'll be back tomorrow. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. Right? Yeah. And if you watch Supernatural or Walker, watch Walker tonight because it's on. Oh well, I don't know if it's new or not, but anyway, I'll be back on tomorrow on Freedom Friday. I think that's what I named them. I'm not sure, but we will have we'll have another talk tomorrow, a more fun talk for sure. So I will see you then. Bye bye.